Hello, it is 7 a.m. on Friday, the 22nd of April 2016, and I am focused on the end of relationships today. I've been thinking about it a bit because I read this post on Facebook, and it was like this girl who got in the trunk of her boyfriend's car to catch him cheating on her, like, and then live tweeted it all, and it was really funny. But at the same time, it was kind of like depressing because like you have so much invested in your relationship with people and you give so much of yourself and your time and your energy to someone, and then that person devalues you to the point where you are hiding in the trunk of their car to be like, yo, I caught you with another girl. I mean, it was very funny and amusing, and I laughed a lot, and then I liked the article, but um, I don't know. It's to me, if somebody doesn't value me and doesn't respect me and doesn't want to spend time with me, I'm not going to waste my time and energy on them. I'll give them like maybe one or two chances, and then I'm done. If you ignore me for a prolonged period of time, I'm not gonna like be a happy camper when you come back and like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't talk to you for the last week and a half. I had things going on. I'll be like, oh, that's okay, that's cool. I had things going on too, and now my things going on don't include you. So we don't need to talk. Like I've already written you off. You're gone. I don't care. For me, it's very easy to cut ties to people who don't appreciate or value me because like maybe it's a tiny bit conceited, but I'm a high value person. I add a lot to people's lives. I give a lot of myself to them. I'm busy. I constantly have people asking me for time and attention. I'm not going to waste my valuable time, my spare time, on someone who does not care about me. That's just how I am. I would not be hiding in the trunk of somebody's car to be like, surprise, I'm here, what you gonna do about it? I'd be like, peace, finding the next dude. Like, it's so easy. I don't know. I feel like mutual respect and affection are kind of essential for relationships. And I guess I can understand the vengeful, you did me wrong sort of narrative where someone feels like they have been disrespected or treated in a way that is not acceptable to them. So they're going to do something to get it back at the person who wronged them. But all you're doing really is lowering yourself to that person's less than pleasant standards. Like, I would rather be the more classy person and just be like, okay, you did this thing, you really hurt my feelings. I'm not going to talk about it in public. I'm not going to like broadcast it to the world. Sure, if my friends and family ask me, "Hey, what went down with that situation?" I'll be like, "Okay, yo, I'm going to give you some drama. Are you ready for some drama? Let me tell you what happened." There's a couple of people who I've ended relationships with on less than pleasant terms because they did things that I felt were horribly disrespectful, and or they just couldn't handle certain aspects of my life, and they were very vocal and very negative about it, and I was like, okay, that's fine. If you cannot handle this, that's fine. You're an adult. You don't have to be in any form of relationship with me, be that friendship or romantic or otherwise. You don't have to invest your time and energies in somebody who you can't respect, and I don't have to invest my time and energy in somebody whom I don't respect or I don't value. That's just, I don't know. I try to tend to focus on the positive. I try to tend to look at what I have in life as opposed to what I don't have. There's lots in life that I don't have that I could focus on and be like, oh, if only I had this, or if only life had gone this other way. But it's more productive for me and for my sense of well being to focus on the positives. I have a lot of wonderful things in my life. I'm very lucky. I have a wonderful, high paying job at a fabulous company. I have a number of very close, very dear friends who support me no matter what. I have a couple of wonderful people who I can share anything with, all the details of my life, and they won't judge me even when I'm in the wrong. They'll still, I mean, they'll be like, hey, did you know you were wrong right there because you were totally wrong? And they'll call me out on it, which I highly appreciate. But, oh, I might have to sneeze. Do I have to sneeze? I sneezed. In the middle of my, like, oh, how could you be like this, people rant, I sneezed. Anyway, like I was saying, like, case in point, if my Irish gentleman were for some reason to decide that he did not wish to speak to me and he were to cut off all contact with me, I would be absolutely devastated because I have invested a great deal of time and energy in him and I care about him more than I care about most people in the world. And if he decided to cut off contact with me, I would be a crushed, sad little girl. But I wouldn't chase after him. I wouldn't pester him. I wouldn't be like, you did me wrong. I wouldn't, I mean, I'd just accept that we had a connection for a time and that time's limit had run out and we were no longer going to be in that sort of a close friendship that we previously enjoyed. It would hurt and I would be sad, and I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, I'd be fine, I'd just blow it off, it would roll off my back. But it wouldn't be like the end of the world, and I wouldn't be like, I don't know, flying to Dublin to shout in his face. Like, I would just let it go and move on and find somebody who did value me. Because really, don't you want to be with somebody who values you? Don't you want to be with somebody who looks at you and says, wow, you're amazing. You have wonderful, fabulous ideas, and you're just fun to be around, and I enjoy your company, and I like to kiss you a bit. Like, don't you want to be with somebody who feels like that, as opposed to somebody who sees you as an obligation or an inconvenience or is in some way embarrassed by you? I would never wish to be in a relationship with somebody who was embarrassed by me or couldn't find me and my quirks amusing. Like, I know I have some quirks, I know I have some flaws. Everyone does. There are downsides to everyone, just like there are positives to everyone. But I would prefer to be with someone who, like me, focuses on the positive and the value that I add to their life, as opposed to, oh, if I'm with this girl, then X, Y, and Z sort of thing. I don't know. I've just been thinking about the ends of relationships and how to accept them gracefully and move on and not be that girl on the internet who like freaked out. And like, I mean, she was really funny. I think she's a quirky, funny girl, and I enjoyed her story and I got amusement out of it. And she's getting her 15 minutes of fame, so more power to her. But it's just not my style, I guess. I would write an introspective piece. This is what I would do. I would write an introspective piece that was highly anonymous, so no one could identify any of the key players. And then I would post it on my blog. And then it would get lots of likes and reblogs. And some people would go on and ask me, hey, who is this about? And I'd be like, oh, it's just about a thing that happened with a person, and move on and not identify more than that and not discuss it more than that. But that's my style. My style is, I'm a very private person. I don't air for all I am very active and very much stick myself out on social media quite a bit, I'm actually highly private about things like that. So there you go. I don't know. This kind of rambly rant, and it's kind of early in the morning, and I don't really know where it's going with any of this. So hope you enjoyed it. And my sneeze.